Hiya. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, because we had bank holiday yesterday. So it's Tuesday and the sun is out and it was a beautiful weekend and I saw my baby, I had my grandson, and he's just the best thing in the world ever. And we had a lovely picnic yesterday with all the boys and friends, so nice and socially distanced at the commons. We were all outside, so it's been a wonderful weekend. Hope you guys all had a leisure time too. You were all very busy. I know you were all very busy yesterday, because boy did we have some orders come through. So we had a 20% off our website, everything off the website yesterday, and lots and lots of you absolutely took advantage of that discount code, so well done for that. We've been very busy this morning packing everything up. So what else have I got to tell you? Oh, we're going to do the little, the very large Liberty Fat Quarter bundle, that drawer, in a minute. But I wanted to tell you as well, we are going to be going to Festival of Quilts. We are going to be there from the show is the 29th of July to the 1st of August. And we're going to be there. We've got a really nice big stand in the second hall. So if you're in that area, it's going to be our first show in like 2 years. So yeah, we're going to be doing Festival of Quilts up at the NEC in Brum. So we might see some of you there. If you wear your little gecko badge, you might even get an extra special little something. So who's coming online today, Al? Who's there? Who's saying hello?
We got hellos from Nikki and Carolyn.
Hi Nikki,
Kate,
hi Carolyn, hi Kate.
Sheila, Linda.
Hi Sheila, hi Linda, hi everybody. Hopefully you all had a lovely weekend. We're now going into an incredibly busy month, so I think we needed that extra day off. So we had a little competition running on our website. So anybody who spent £10 or more on Saturday, Sunday or Monday went into a draw to win this beautiful new Liberty bundle. So you've got 20 fat quarters there. It's over £80 worth, well, more than 80 quid's worth of retail value. So I've tried something new. Rather than all your names in a hat, I've done a spinny wheel thing, a random name generator on a website. So I've typed all of your names in. I don't know if you can see all your names going round and round and round like that. So yeah, it took me a little while to type everyone's names in. So I think I just click the wheel. It says click wheel to spin. So, oh, there we go. So clicking the wheel, and who's the winner? Oh. Yeah. There we go. Oh, pull back. There you go. Oh, it's got music and everything. Kay McKinley. Kay, this is coming to you, lovely. So, oh, that was a bit noisy, wasn't it? Wasn't expecting to be quite so noisy. But yeah, Kay, well done. This is coming to you, lovely. If it lets me spin again, I've got another little prize. We've got a little second prize, okay? Which is these ones here. It's not Liberty, I'm afraid, but it is a nice little bundle. These are some really beautiful printed canvases, which would be stunning for like summer tote bags and stuff. Okay, so I've got another little bundle and some little ducks and stuff. They are 100% cotton, but they're like a linen texture. So will it let me spin it again? So continue. Oh yeah, there we go. Can I spin again? Oh, wait for the noise. So who's getting this one? Jackie Bloxham. Jackie Bloxham, this is coming to you, lovely. Okay, so lovely. Congratulations, both of you, and we'll get that in the post. Well, one in the post, and Jackie lives local, so we'll give her a shout. So fabulous. So that's everything on that one, so I can put that away. I think I've told you everything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little go at these. So I thought we'd have a little go at these little fabric gift bags. They've got a little bit of elastic and a button like that. And the whole idea is they are reusable gift bags. So you could put your little present, whatever it is, wrap it up with just a bit of tissue or something. You didn't even need to wrap it up. You could just pop it in there. Okay, and then you can fold over the top and little button, little piece of elastic like that. And you give that as a present. I'm using these beautiful new Lewis and Irene, the Reflections range. I think Sarah showed you them last week. But it'd be nice if I remembered to take all my ends off, wouldn't I? Look at that. There's 2 big ends there. You can make these any size though. So I'm going to show you how to make another one this size. But as we're doing it, I'll talk you through how to make much bigger ones, much smaller ones. Really, really nice and easy to do. But I just thought they're a really cute little way of, you know, we're all about upcycling and, you know, not using too much paper and all that sort of thing. Really nice way of, you know, giving a gift in a little bag like that. Okay. So that size there is going to be, you want 2 pieces of fabric, which is, that's really bad grammar, 2 pieces of fabric, which are 9 inches by 18 inches. Okay. So, and I'm going to put them right sides together. So like I said, this is the Lewis and Irene Reflections, the new stuff that we've got. Okay. Got them right sides together like that. And just while I'm getting this lined up, anybody got anything to say that out? Anybody saying hello? Anybody telling me what they were doing at the weekend?
I'll put up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of congratulations to both our winners.
Yes, indeed. Lovely, lovely. Well done.
Other than that, it's just more hellos.
Cool.
That's
Hi.
really...
Hi, everybody. So, got them right sides together, and then I'm going to fold them in half. So I've got my short edges together as well. So at the moment I've got like 4 layers. Okay, so I've got them right sides together and then my short edges up together as well, like that. Doesn't matter which way round you fold them, whether you have the, you know, one outside or not, as long as they're like that. And then we're going to make some little cutouts here in the corners. So Al, could you pass me that ruler into the laptop, please, hon? Okay. How you do this, you can do it either with rotary cutter and ruler, or you can draw it out, use scissors, entirely up to you. But I'm going to try and do this towards you. So this is my fold here, okay? Raw edges at the top. Want to measure 2 inches into the fabric and 1.5 inches down, okay? So I'm going to put my 2 inch line right on there, and I want to go 1.5 inches down. So my 1.5 line is like that right across the fold. Okay, so I'm going to cut out that little bit there. All right, so I'm going to stand up to do this, and then I'm going to cut out down there and down there. And did it catch? It did. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. Oh, just got a thread there. Let's got that one. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Oh, excuse me. So I want it to come in 2 inches. So there's my 2 inches, and I want it to be down 1.5. Like that. So I've got 2 inch by 1.5. Okay, and then just very carefully cut that out. Try not to cut too much into the fabric, like that. You got it. Just do that last little bit with the scissors just to get that out. Okay, little tiny pieces, they can go in your crumb quilting. Okay, so I've done it like that with them together, so that the squares that we cut out are exactly the same. It means that, you know, they all fit together nicely by doing it together. Okay, I'm then going to open it out like this. I'm going to do a little bit of stitching. So this is going to be my outside, and this is going to be my lining fabric. You could do this with like old clothing or old duvet covers and sheets and things. You know, if you don't want stuff to go into landfill, you know, you could easily do this with, you know, cutting up old dresses and stuff. Okay, I'm going to put them right sides together again, like we had them a moment ago. Like that. Just finger press along there, and we're going to stitch down these 2 sides. Okay, we don't need to stitch here because we had it on the fold. Okay, so I'm going to nip over to the machine and talk to me, please, ladies. What have you been up to? Well, did you have a nice bank holiday? Did you get any sewing done? What did you do? Did you enjoy this? Were you out in the garden? Were you in the sunshine? I did catch a little bit, actually. I did put some factor on, but it was really warm yesterday when we were up there, because the wind was just a nice breeze, but it was a bit deceptive. It was hotter than we thought it was. Can't find a foot. Where's the foot gone? There it is. So anybody having a chat? Anybody telling me what they were up to?
Sue says, I've got a job interview this week and one next week. Fingers crossed.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed for you, lovely. Sending you lots and lots of good vibes. Lots of good luck.
Marion says, what size were the fabrics, Mister?
They were 9 inches by 18 inches, but this will work in any size. So if you want to make bigger ones, just double it up. So it could be, I know, 15 by 30 inches to make a really big one. Or, you know, you could go down and make it 4 by 8 and make little diddy ones, you know. As long as they're twice as long as they are wide, this works. Okay, so you can, you know, if your fabric's only, I don't know, 7 inches, just make it 14 high. Okay, you know, don't go buy an extra fabric just for these. The whole point of these is to kind of use up bits that you've got in your stash, use up, like I was saying, old duvet covers and stuff. You know, you could make them personal and all for people, couldn't you, as well? So I've sewn down those 2 side pieces like that, and now we're going to box our corners. Okay, and what I mean by that is we're going to, we've done this lots of times with different things, open that out so that seam I've just sewn, in fact, actually, let me just, if you iron, give that bottom crease a fold, a good iron, you've got a real nice sharp crease to line up against. So get your fingers in there, open this out, put that seam, match it up to that bottom fold, that crease we've just ironed in, okay, like that. And I would open this seam out as well, okay, it does lie a lot flatter if you do that. And then grab yourself a pin, and again I'm going to pin diagonally just to hold that seam open, and we're going to stitch across there, and then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So these, you know, really are very, very simple little bags to do, but I just think, you know, with helping their environment and everything, if we used up stuff that we had around the house rather than buying more gift bags or buying wrapping paper, it might be nice. And they're personal as well. You can keep them, and you know, the recipient can keep them and you reuse them and give them away again in a present, or keep them for other things. Nice little storage bags. So I'm going to take a couple little stitches, and all this is done with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Just go right across like that. So is anyone planning on coming to Festival Quilts? Is anybody in that area and you're going to come and see us? We will be doing Harrogate and later in September. The dates have changed again, but they are definitely 10th, 11th and 12th now of September. So we're going to be doing that. And then we've got Malvern in October. We're going to do the autumn Malvern, but that's it for this year. So there we go. Oh, I wondered what that was, but it's Josh sat in the garden. I saw something move out the corner of my eye, but it's Josh. He's gone and sat in the garden with the dogs. It's like, oh, what's that? There we go. Okay, so there's the start of the little bag made already. You'll turn that right side out, poke out those corners nicely, like that, and like that. There we go. And give it a good shake. All right. You now want to add a little piece of elastic onto this. All right. So what I want to do is, this is my seams here, my side seams. I just want to find the center. So of this, the front of the back. Sorry, I just need to find the center of the back. So I'm going to fold it in half like that. Just finger press it a little bit, just to find the center, which is there. Okay. Pop a pin there just to mark it like that. You then want a little piece of elastic. So the little round elastic that we've been using for face masks and stuff works really, really well for this. You could do a little bit of ribbon, but I think the elastic, giving that stretch, actually works better. Hair ties, like cheapy hair bobbles, you could use those as well. So you want about a 3-inch piece of elastic. Okay, so I'm going to cut myself a little piece off here, like that. Fold it in half. And then we're going to just put it on that center point there. Okay. Now I would use a clip where you can at this point as well, because the clips are easier. And just clip that into that center point. And we're going to take it over to the machine, and we're just going to tack across there to hold it into place. You could do this by hand if you wanted. All right. So while I'm doing the little bit of tacking, I'm probably swearing at the machine because it's round elastic and it rolls. Who's there, Al? Anybody having a chat? Anybody coming to festival? What are people telling us?
Marilyn says be at Malvern.
Ah, lovely. Come on, get under that.
Jean said played golf on Sunday and got a bit burnt.
I know, it was warm, wasn't it?
Sue said he's get caught out when we're not used to seeing the sun.
I know. Oh, damn it. It's got caught. Doesn't like it. I would hand tack this. I was being lazy and thinking, oh, do you know what? I'll do it on the machine. But it doesn't like it. It gets caught around the needle. There we go. Come on, out you come. Yeah, they didn't like that at all. Gonna hand tack it very quickly. So
Sandra said, "Are you not going to Harrogate?"
we are going to Harrogate. Yep. I just said that we were going to Harrogate. We're going to Harrogate. It's the 10th, 11th, 12th of September, Harrogate. The dates have changed, but we are going definitely. So, yeah, going to Harrogate and Malvern. Right, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try it once more. Behave. Be nice, machine. Come on. It doesn't want to do it. It wants to move. Okay, right. I'm making a hash of this. The other one went really well, easily, but this one does not want to. Right. Okay, come on. Get over. There we go. That's better. Got it this time. Got it. There we go. See better. Yeah, we're definitely going to, Malvern and Harrogate, but we're doing Festival of Quilts as well in July. Okay, so I've just tacked that into place just to hold it there because it's a lot easier than trying to mess around with pins. I'm going to put that to one side and we're going to do exactly the same with this one. Okay, but you're going to leave a little gap in one of the sides. So we're going to stitch up the sides, but I'm going to leave, about a 3.5, 4 inch gap in the sides so we can pull through in a minute. So I'm going to take this back over. Please do talk to me, ladies, while I'm doing that. Anybody else there? Got any questions? Having a chat?
Leslie says, "Afternoon both. Off for my jab. Catch up with you later."
Ah, lovely. Yeah. We were just talking about that, actually, just before we came on air with the boys. Alex has still got to have his, but the others have had theirs. Their first ones, but we haven't had our second ones yet. I think it's going to be a little while yet for the second ones.
Taryn said, "I just came back from my second one."
Oh, fab. Oh, I think you were about 3 weeks ahead of me with your first one, Taryn. So maybe that means mine's going to be coming up soon. The second. Some of you saying, "Oh, I've gone for my first one." I was thinking, "Oh, I haven't had mine," but mine came through then about 3 weeks later. So again, I've left a gap in there. Okay, so I've just stitched down either side and back stitched, left a gap, and then I'm going to box those corners just like we did the other one. Okay.
Jean asks, "Are you not using any interfacing or wadding?"
In this, no, none at all. You could if you wanted to, but I don't think it needs it. I mean, it's a little gift bag. It's standing up. We're going to do a little trick in a moment to make it like stand up a little bit on the side. At the moment it's really, really simple, but there's a little trick that I'm going to show you in a moment to make it sort of hold its shape a bit more. But you could use a bit of interfacing if you wanted. Doesn't need it though. And if you're trying to like use up little scraps and bits and stuff, the whole idea of this is to obviously not to use stuff up that you wouldn't necessarily use in other things. Then you don't necessarily want to have to go and buy some interfacing and all. I don't know what Josh has put on the telly. I said to Josh, pop something on the TV because the background, it's better with the sound if there's a little tiny bit of background noise. It's why like on soap operas and stuff, they always have like your radio in the background or something, like people in the pub or whatever. It sounds less hollow. So I said, oh, just chuck something on. But I don't know, I've got some sort of screensaver with like plinky plonky, like elevator music and icebergs and stuff going on. It's most odd. Right, okay, so there's my lining and there's my outside. Okay, I'm going to put this inside that. Pop this inside like that. And you want to line up, make sure that bit of elastic is pointing down. And you want to line up your side seams. So again, make sure they're opened out, same as the bottom, like that. Pop a clip in that one. And I would line up my 2 side seams first before I do the other bits. So I'm just going to open that one up there and open that one up there. Come on. So any other questions, comments there, Al? Talking to me?
Sue, Marion and Anne have all said they've had both of theirs.
Oh, fab.
With their jabs.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to start doing the second one soon. So there we go. Right, I'm just going to use a couple of clips and then I'm going to stitch all the way round. Okay, all the way around the top. Just be careful when you get to the elastic bit and give it a bit of welly to get it over. Okay. Now you could take the box off and feed it over, but with something little like this, I just tend to fold it back and work from the inside out. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way around. There we go. You could go back over that elastic if you wanted to. I don't think there's any real need to. Anyone else there having a chat?
Tara says you shouldn't be much longer. I had to ring and check because he booked me in without telling me.
Oh right, that's a point. Yeah, because when they gave you a little card when I'd had my first one, it said your next appointment is on there, but there was nothing written on there. So yeah, I might need to ring and double check actually and go, hello.
It's a good job I did, or I would have missed it. Mine were 11 weeks apart.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, mine must be coming up soon then, so I better double check. There we go. So sewn all the way round. Just lock that off and cut the thread. Okay, right. Find that little gap in the lining, and we're going to pull it through. So, anybody else there having a chat while I'm doing that?
That was the most recent thing to come in.
Yeah. Anybody else having? And nobody? Is anybody going to come and join us at Festo Quilts? Is anybody going up for a tour? I'm quite excited actually. I was unsure about it to start with, but actually Angela Walters, who's the Midnight Quilter, she's going to be there, and I'm very excited about that. So she's it's a bit like watching Jenny Doan on Missouri Star meeting her. So yeah. So right, what you want to do now is just give that top edge a really nice roll between your fingers and a quick iron. Okay, so I'm going to iron that like that all the way around. Give it a roll, make sure it's all coming up to the top. Except that doesn't want to roll. I tell you what, I'm making hard work of this today, and they're really not. I made this one literally in about 10 minutes the other day. So just to like test out the sizing and stuff. I can't get my fingers to work today. Mind you, I got a massive bruise on my thumb. I think that was from playing with the kids yesterday. I don't know how I did that. Just said to Sarah, I don't know why my thumb's so sore. I think I got a massive bruise on it there. Messing around with the kids yesterday, I think. Right, there we go. Let's get that bit there done. Right, so you could absolutely, obviously you need to sew up that little hole in the lining. You could finish it there if you wanted to, okay? And you could just fold this down like that and pop a button there. Just work out where you want the button to go. However, I quite like the extra little bit of seaming on it so that it stands up a little bit more. And there's a little trick for that. What we want to do is you want to kind of fold this down so you can see that box, that bottom seam there. You see on the bottom there. And depending on what size you've made, you want to measure from that center side seam out to the corner. Okay, so on mine they're coming up at 2 inches. Okay, so on the top of the center seam, side seam, sorry, I want to measure out 2 inches either side. So I'm going to measure out 2 inches like that and pop a pin in. Are you all still with me, ladies? Are you all following this? It's relatively simple up until this point. It's, you know, 2 little box patches done together. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 little pieces like that. I then want to do a line of sewing. So I'm going to put my finger in the corner here and go up to that 2 inch mark like that. Okay. And give that a really good finger press. In fact, you could put another couple of pins in if you want to, just to hold it. Like that and like that. And I'm going to stitch about a 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, real little seam, like a top stitch, all the way down there. But I want to stop before I hit that diagonal seam there, okay? The bottom corner seam. So it might actually be better if you start it there and work to the top, okay? Which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start right on that seam there where the boxing is and come all the way up. All right. And what this does, it gives like a little faux piped edge, but it also gives it a bit of stability. We do it a lot on bags actually. The carry bag, we did it on the edges of the carry bag. It gives it some structure. It means that you don't need that what's the word, interfacing or anything, because this will give it the structure you need. So I'm going to go up there like that, and then back a few stitches at the top, and pick up my thread. There we go. So when I take those pins out there, if you can see, so from that corner, I've now got that nice little faux piped edge, but it's just, can you see how it's holding its shape now more than this corner that hasn't? So I'm going to do the same on all 4 corners. So I'll just very quickly do this on this side. I'm going to fold that down like that and go for it. So again, it's about an 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, tiny little top stitch type thing. So take a couple little stitches and back stitch and whiz down like that. So any questions, comments there while I'm doing these little bit of stitching?
Shirley says, I hope to come to the Festival of Quilts.
Ah, lovely. Be lovely to see us. Please do come find us if you can't go, and introduce yourself. Okay, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. So I'm not going to measure it, I'm going to wing it by eye just for quickness now, but I would measure it normally, I did on the other one. So I measured out that 2 inches again. But measure out whatever, because if you're making bigger ones, obviously that line's going to be bigger. So, and if you're making bigger ones, you don't, because we cut out 2.5 by 1.5, didn't we, the squares? You might want to cut those a bit bigger, otherwise it might be tall and thin, which would be good for like wine bottles and stuff. But you might want a bigger box cut out. But have an experiment, have a play with them. There we go, that's that side. And you can see it's starting to, it gives it much more structure by putting those little piping edges in, and it'll hold its shape better. So you could, if you've got them, you could just do like little rivets at the top. You could just put some little rivets at the top and that would hold the top nice as well. Or maybe cam snaps, and you could cam snap it. I haven't thought about cam snaps, but yeah, that might work. And let's just do this last one there, like that. Okay, do the last little seam. Any questions, comments there, Al?
Sandra says, can you run through the dates again, please?
The dates?
For the shows, I assume.
Yeah, so Festival Quilts is the 29th of July till the 1st of August. If you had our news, is that Sandra Hatton?
Yeah.
Sandra, it's all on the newsletter, love. All the dates are on the newsletter. Oh, no, because the dates on the newsletter were before they changed it. Harrogate is the 10th, 11th and 12th of September. Festival Quilts is the 29th to the 1st of August, and Malvern is sometime in October. Can't remember. On the newsletter, the dates are right for Malvern. It was only Harrogate that they changed it after we sent the newsletter out. So yeah, if you check the newsletter, they're all on there, but the Harrogate dates are 10th, 11th and 12th of September. Which was slightly different to what the newsletter said. Okay, right, so can you see now you've got much more structure in that. It just now holds its shape better, okay? And then you can fold, you can kind of tuck that in like that. Okay, so you can just sort of shove those edges into the centre and then down like that, and then you can choose a nice button. So I've got some over here, a nice bright pink button or something. Work out where you need to put your button, sew your button on, and then you can just pop your elastic over. Obviously trim off all your ends and everything. But they're just really nice little gift bags. You'd get a nice little present in there. You'd probably get a mug size in there. Probably get a mug and stuff in there. And they're a nice way of using up like fat 8s or scraps and all that you've got there. And then you can just pop the elastic around the button and holds in nicely. Okay. So that's us done. Any questions or comments before we go?
Helen says, I'm hoping to go, I assume, to
Festival
Quilts, a little unsure, but may bite the bullet.
Yeah. They seem to be selling lots and lots of tickets, and I have to say they do seem to be they've put lots of measures in. I mean, hopefully by the end of July most people will be vaccinated and everything will be fine. It does seem to be staying quite stable at the moment. So yeah, we'll hopefully see people there. So, but no, it'd be good. It'd be lovely to actually see people in person. And they've done much wider aisles, and they've got much more space between each stand. I think they're doing like staggered entry as well, so there's not lots of people all rushing in at the same time and things. So yeah, no, we've got to try and get back to normal a little bit, I suppose, haven't we? So, any other questions there?
There's a bunch of thank yous and
That's
great
okay.
project. And
Lovely,
like
no problem. Yeah, I just think you're really nice little. You could put like a bag of sweets and all in there, couldn't you? You know, if you're doing them like for kids and stuff, they might be nice. Just and then you can keep their treasures and stuff in them. But yeah, little project. Use up some scraps. I'm back tomorrow with a block. We've got a proper block tomorrow, and then Sarah's back on Thursday with a trinket box. So I will see you all tomorrow, guys, at 1 o'clock. I'm going to go back and do your orders. So take care. Bye.